Got a 2-vehicle RTC, confirm. Debris on the floor, confirm. 2 vehicles. Casualties on the vehicle upside down, confirm. Yeah, confirm. Deployed SRS in both vehicles, confirm. High exhaust as well.
Hello, can you hear me?
SRS is deployed in all vehicles, confirm.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name?
360 complete stabilised vehicles, please. Request crash data as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
One casualty, confirmed.
To help you, all right?
Okay.
All right, our team has identified where the patient is and has completed their 360 of the scene.
Did you see me breathing all right?
And as you can hear, our incident commander is mic'd up so you can hear what he has to say.
Vehicle, confirm.
Okay, how I say?
Yes.
Conscious and breathing.
Conscious and breathing. Confirm that.
They're starting to do some initial stabilization now, making sure those cars are safe.
Vehicle's an unleaded vehicle,
Rebecca,
confirm.
do you feel like anything? Can you move your toes?
Yeah.
And they don't feel trapped at all?
Tex, listen to me.
And that other arm,
Primary
is that
vehicle
able
is
to
an
move?
unleaded vehicle, confirm. Secondary vehicle EV. Any crash data?
Yeah, possibly.
Okay, thanks so much indeed. Medics, listen to me. Any eyes on crash data, let me know, please.
30.
30, okay. We're just going to try and get close in access to you, all right? What's really important
That's
is we're
good,
going to
Tex.
be
Keep
making
it
some
going.
noises
Well
around
done.
you.
Okay.
Okay, they're going to be banging
Get them
and crashing,
stabilised nice and properly.
everything's just to help you.
All right, our paramedics made contact with the victim inside the vehicle.
Close to you, but there's nothing to worry about, okay? I'm going to come in there as soon as I can,
Okay.
and then do some assessment, okay?
Also working on some stabilization using ratchet straps.
Really well so far.
What's happened?
Oh, I see.
Yes, medic.
Confirmed. No major blood. Eyes on and in foot.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Rebecca, my name's Scott, I'm the incident commander. You're doing really well.
They are working hard to cover that glass so that when it's broken, it will come out as one sheet and not a bunch of tiny pieces. Patient care is paramount.
Tex, listen in. No entrapment, no catastrophic bleeds. Confirmed.
Your hips. Is there anywhere else?
Yeah, my neck.
Your neck. So out of 10, if 10 is really, really painful, how much pain is in your neck?
All right, we've got some step chocks coming around, continuing to work on that stabilization.
Okay.
So for my depending on the injury,
I want to get a primary survey.
how long for stabilisation?
Okay, Rebecca, there's going to be a brash behind you, okay, which is the window going so we can gain access.
Okay.
Okay, here it comes. Okay.
Good communication with that patient, making sure they know what's going on around them.
The other thing I want to do is get a SATS probe on you, which is basically I want to put something in your finger
Okay.
just to see with regards to what's happened to your
Stabilisation.
okay?
Okay.
Okay, just give me your finger, just pop that on. Excellent. Okay, so just to confirm, you've got neck pain, which is about 5, and your hips is about 7.
Yeah.
Okay, when I get a little bit closer, I can get in there, then I'll do assessment. There's a
Medic.
window.
They are placing some
Elbow
soft
on me.
protection.
Medic, just an update on injuries, please.
Gone over there. Can I get in there?
Update on injuries, medic.
What's happened?
Update for injuries.
Yeah, so I've got neck pain,
Yeah.
vomit,
Yeah.
hip pain.
Okay.
At the moment, with regards to allocating the lane, we're trying to keep it as straight as possible.
Okay.
Just around the neck.
That soft protection will prevent the team and the patient from being injured on any sharp edges or by glass.
Fantastic. Okay. Tex, it's on me.
And here comes our Holmatro spreaders and mini cutter.
Rebecca, can I just have a little look at the SATS probe?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
and I
good,
can't,
yep.
obviously can't see anything with the glove. What we're looking at oxygen stats?
98%.
Pardon?
98.
98, okay.
The Rams over here too, bringing some tools over, getting ready to execute the extrication plan.
Based on that, yeah. No entrapment, no major bleed, there's no change there. I want full side removal, creating maximum space, straight alignment. Any crash recovery system information may be inside the vehicle, so let's look at that. Any reason why it can't happen? Just major concern, obviously, destruction of the vehicle, that B post destruction integrity there. Yeah? Everyone happy with that? That's my A plan. B plan B, door open and see if we can get.
Okay, you're doing really, really well.
Any reason why it can't happen? Let's do it, please. That's good. Please keep working.
What's happened?
All right, the incident commanders shared their plan with the team, got them all on the same page. while the medic continues to have contact with Rebecca, the world's worst driver.
Really handy if I can.
Just be mindful, additional sheet on that glass there where Jezzy's got a sheet there already. Let's be mindful of that, please.
Yep. Yep. Yep, if I tell Rebecca.
You can't
Rebecca,
park there.
Just going to break another window on the other side, okay?
Okay, what's
Right,
happened?
it's just basically you've had an accident.
Oh, God,
We're
is
just
the
going to
car
come in.
all
Right, I can have a little look where you are at the moment. I'm going to put my. Is it okay if I put my hands on you
Yeah.
just to do a couple of other checks that I can from here?
Yeah.
Kev,
Okay, you're doing
when
really,
we can,
really
that
well.
sheet you've got there, let's maybe get something on that glass there,
Okay, and
please.
then I'm
Yeah?
going to probably come in the
okay.
other side, all right? Just with regards to normal, if I'm touching you here. Okay.
All right, our team utilizing the try before you pry method.
Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to take a pulse, yeah? Okay, confirmed.
Tex, listen in. Debris dump will be to the
regards to
rear
this-
of the secondary vehicle. Confirmed.
Take your pulse, okay? Just to confirm with regards to the other section.
Secondary tool dump happy to establish there. Confirmed.
Okay, confirmed.
Kel,
Here comes that noise,
Kel,
Alex, the other
debris
side,
dump,
all right?
yeah, to the rear of the
Doing
secondary
really, really
vehicle.
well.
Confirmed.
Okay, so just going to feel the top of your chest.
All right, we see that Holmatro mini cutter coming in.
Okay, confirmed.
It's a great tool for making cuts in small spaces, like an overturned vehicle.
Okay, Rebecca, I'm going to try and sneak in as best we can. It's really tight in here.
What's happened?
Okay, you're basically involved in a car accident, and you're basically upside down. Now, does this feel normal?
Yeah.
Okay, is that any pain?
No.
No, okay, I'm just going to count
Yeah,
these
let's
breaths
hustle.
at the moment.
You can hear that team continuing to assess the patient.
What about the
Okay,
seats? What are they
and
looking
that's-
at, Alex?
I'm on 18.
Manual.
It's 20, and that even rise and fall?
Yeah.
Even rise and fall on both, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to fall further down. A little bit tight.
Kev, let's tidy them tools up, please.
Yes, I'm getting in. Okay, can I get round that side, Alex? You can, the back door's open. Okay, Rebecca, I'm just going to move round the other side and get a little bit more access.
Okay.
Tool live, visors down. Can you move that, please?
All right, we've got some clear protection coming in. That clear protection will allow the team to still view the patient to see her, but will provide her with protection from glass and sharp metal.
Okay. What's happened?
You come in here, you've had an accident.
Oh, God, is the car all right?
Your car's not great, to be honest, but that's not what we've got to worry about at the moment, okay?
Okay.
Right, okay. Yep. Okay.
Stab check
Okay, you're
complete,
doing
thank
really,
you.
really, really well. Okay, Rebecca, I'm just moving this seat out of the way.
All right, looks like we're working on some cutting here
I'm going to do a full check from top to toe. That
with our Holmatro incline cutting blade.
best we can, all right? Before I get into there, just not be comfortable, is it?
That's good. Keep it going, Tex. Good work.
I'll put this
Alex,
All right, let's hear some applause.
any update, any change in the casualties condition at all? Okay.
You're doing really, really well. Okay.
Kev, I want that sheeted, that glass on the floor, please.
Rebecca,
Remember, audience, you don't have to be quiet. It's not a library. It's an extrication competition. You can cheer them on.
Okay, B-Pan's liable. Can you get that comms to the medic, the B-Pan's liable, please?
yeah. Firm. Right, crack on. Right, Rebecca. Right, feel this? Okay, just breathe normal. Me? It should be on the outside of this one. Right, okay. Breathe normally.
Stab check's been complete. Any change in the vehicles and what as well? The electric vehicle there. Normally, film will run away. So we're requesting that. Any crash recovery we put in there at all? Nothing as well.
Okay, just coming up. Take the pulse rate. Just confirm the pulse on the fingers again. Okay.
As you can hear, the communication amongst the team is ongoing. The mini cutter is coming in.
Okay, and with regards to confirm
to remove some interior
Eyes on that, Kev, please.
and execute that extrication plan to get our patient out.
feel normal for me?
Yeah.
And this side?
Yeah.
Okay. And that side normal? Just looking at your legs here, are this normal?
Yeah.
And it feels okay? Your long lungs, bones here? Good. And
The
your arms?
blades on the Holmatro mini cutter are also angled, which helps them get into tight spaces.
I just want to do a few other checks with regards to looking at the face.
Every time that's discussed,
regards
to the rear
face now, is that
secondary vehicle.
any damage to it?
Confirm.
No damage to it. Can you move that?
B post out, that B post down. Move that B post. Okay, that space we've got there.
Not at the moment, no. So Jez, just resting on the casual systems and you happy with that? Yeah, absolutely fine. Right, we're in a good position, alright? I just want to come up to your face. Look at your face, all normal. Yep, with regards to any damage around here and to here. None here at all. Okay, come just round the back.
Each scenario runs for 20 minutes. The team has 20 minutes
Any bit lower.
on every runoff.
Hold your head still at the moment for me. Okay, that's the whole idea. Just try not to move at all. Okay, just with regards.
We've got our Holmatro cutters coming back in.
Hard to be damaged. Doing really, really well, Rebecca. Okay, what I need you to do, can you feel the finger? Okay, just squeeze my
Thanks,
hand
just keep working.
and pull slightly, and is that okay? And then pull. Okay, yep. Okay, this is going to be lots
Tools
of big
live, visors
changes.
down.
If the structure of the car will be moving, that makes no difference to us. All completely safe, and there's protection.
Looks like they're going to remove the frame of that window to give themselves a little bit more room to work.
Here comes that noise.
We want to remove the car from around the patient, not the patient from the car. They're doing a good job making access.
Once you've got that,
Okay,
rotate that round,
you're doing
Kel.
really, really well. Okay, OIC.
Yes. Yes, medic.
Just going to update the OIC. Scott.
Yep.
Holmatro cutters made quick work of that window frame, and they bought themselves some more space.
Said,
Fantastic.
The long
Take
spine
15
board is
notes
coming
for
in.
Casualty condition, confirm, or injuries, confirm.
That will help keep her spinal column immobilized for extraction
have you, are you listening?
and prevent any further injury.
Nothing at all. When was the last time you ate and drank?
Yes.
Have you? Was that fluid and liquid? Okay, and do you remember what happened? And what happened up to now? Okay, do you remember where you were going at all? Nothing at all. Okay, so, and you can't remember how fast you were going?
Just keep going, Tex. This is good work. Well done. Keep up.
You're doing so well.
Rebecca, your dad called and asked if you were going to be late for dinner. I told him you were.
Good, and you breathe, mate. And no change here, let me just test it.
Let's go then, Tex.
Her dad's watching. Give him a shout out.
Tools live, visors down.
And how old are you?
All right, looks like we're going to cut that B post away, get a little bit more space for this extrication.
No, you can't remember that at all. Okay, you take it first? Okay, so what I'm going to do is just feel with regards to, we're going to open the side of the car, and then we're going to get you off the car.
The angle of the blade on those cutters allows the operator to stay out of the patient compartment, gives them a little bit more room to work. You can see on the big screen there, it is tight quarters when you're working around a patient.
You're doing so well. Right, just pull down here. Is that okay? And make it well? And this is okay. Okay. Still here. Okay, I'll just feel around here again. I'm going to feel a bit further.
Right, rest there, Andy. I want you to swap out with Kelvin, please. Let's get some short rotation, please. Thank you very much.
Okay. Back down here.
Andy, swap over with Kelvin, please.
Modern cars have very robust B posts
I know they're painful.
to provide crash protection to the occupants,
It's both sides.
and they're working hard to get that cut there.
Essex, last push now.
Okay. And I'll do the same the other side. I won't push very hard.
My favorite sound during an extrication.
Good. so well. Okay.
Last push, chaps, last push. Well done, keep it going.
Okay, here comes another big bag.
Okay, let the medic know our APAM will be viable in 2 minutes, please.
All right, looks like they're making that last cut there on the other end of the B post.
Keep it work. Take that brace, Alex, please.
Okay.
Kev, just make sure we sheet that up straight away, please. Sheet that up. Yeah, sheet that up. That's good. Tools away. Let's clean that area up, please. I want the glass covered as well, Kev. That's good. Keep working. Good work.
Okay, I'm going to move myself around now.
All right, when the patient comes out, we're going to give the team a big round of applause.
Right, medic. Medic.
When she comes out, they will continue to provide patient care for the remainder of the time.
Medic.
All right, I'm just going to get rid of. Okay, OIC.
Yes.
Some info here.
Okay. Jez, I'm ready to hand over the extrication to you in about 30 seconds. Confirm?
Confirmed.
Right, airbag chargers, yep.
If we've stopped working, it can come off. Yeah.
Text. Once
You can
we're
see
ready,
the incident
tool belts
commander.
off, gloves off, please. Confirm?
So what was going to happen? Put your legs.
You can see the incident commander referring to the safety sheet on this vehicle, letting them know where the safety restraint systems are, seatbelt pretensioners, airbags, all that sort of thing,
And then we'll manipulate
making
them
sure everyone
around.
stays safe.
Okay, your legs we're going to have to bring together. And they're separate at the moment as we get you onto the board. We're about assist us with
Last
this.
push.
Okay, really, really good. Okay, here we go. This is
Uniform
Rebecca.
experts.
Her primary complaint is hips and neck. So we're going to stabilise when we get out. If we someone go onto the head, right, and we'll get that board in. And on the head then, ready?
Right, I'm hands on. Hands on. Right, first movement, Ewan not ready. Ready. Yeah, ready. Right, lift.
Let's get it in.
Yeah. Okay, yep, okay. Next move towards me.
Yep.
Ewan not ready. Yep, ready, right, move. Rest, readjust. Okay.
All right, we see good coordinated patient
Yeah, no
movement.
entrapment, they'll come down. Rebecca, you're going to help with us at feet, okay? Right, ready?
Anyone not ready?
On the hips. On the hips. Good. Right, we'll brace those legs.
Okay, legs are free.
Let's go.
Hang on. Ready.
Here comes the engine company finally.
You stand ahead, Andy. You stand ahead. Right, perfect. Well done. What? Hands on?
Yep.
Hands on. Well done, Rebecca. Really well. Everyone, out we go. Kev, come round, please. Kev, come round. Yep, let's go.
Are you guys ready?
Ready?
She's
Ready?
about to
Everyone
be
not
out.
Ready, ready, brace, lift. Clear the vehicle.
All right,
Feet
let's
first,
cheer
please.
them on.
Feet first. Catch your hand over there. Well done. Rest there, rest. Ready. Anyone not ready? Press lower. Right, sheet up as well, please.
All right, so now
Hands on,
patient
hands
care
off.
will continue.
Sheet that. Kev.
Now they can better evaluate the nature of her injuries and treat her. I see a Sam sling coming in. Maybe she has a hip injury of some kind. They are treating that. Now that she's out of the vehicle, a better assessment can occur. And she's being secured to the spine board.
When you're free, when you start looking at making the vehicle safe, Kel. Yeah? Kev, start making vehicles safe, yeah?
That Sam sling is going to secure her hips and prevent any further injury during transport. They put a space blanket on her to prevent any kind of shock or minimize it. Keep her nice and warm on this hot day.
Kev, get the flag.
All right, let's hear it for the UK team. Nice work. As they get a team picture, please direct your attention to the screen. You can see some highlights from their extrication. They'll look like rock stars. And then we'll have an interview with the team lead in just a second, so don't go anywhere. And if you do go somewhere, please come back. The next competition is at 2:55 with the Australian team. All right, they're getting their team flag ready for a great picture here. Doing a quick debrief, got the team flag ready for the picture, and then we'll have an interview. All right, we got some great highlights up on the screen. And here comes that team picture. Nice work, team. Incident Commander, if you could come over briefly. Thank you for giving me a couple of seconds. What did you think when you came around the corner and saw the scenario?
Yeah, a challenging scenario. Access and egress to the vehicles was certainly a primary consideration. Catch the upside down in the vehicle is always difficult. So that initial access is key for our medics to get in there, to get hands on. And again, quite a confined space as well. So utilising the rear door and the B post to suit the extrication and meet the needs of the casualty. So yeah.
Yeah, you guys did a great job. That was a lot to work around. Certainly an interesting scenario that you guys had. How does it feel to represent the UK here at the Holmatro Rescue Challenge?
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Obviously, really proud to represent Essex County Fire and Rescue Service and the UK here. It's been a fantastic event so far. Really enjoying it and a good scenario. So.
Awesome. Well, hey, I will let you go get some water and debrief with your team, but thank you for coming out.
Cheers. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Cheers.